F1 the movie directed by Joseph Kosinski. Let's talk about it. F1 has a story that goes like this. 30 years ago, our hero was a top Formula 1 driver, but a bad accident left him with injuries and now he is racing in a similar local circuit. Since he now won the Daytona, his friend runs a Formula 1 team that's struggling, not even cracking the top 10. This friend requests our hero to join the team and help them win. The hero says, alright, let's do this. But once he is in, he clashes with another driver on the same team. Classic ego battles. On top of that, big teams like Ferrari don't take this underdog team, which is called APXG. That's our hero's team. So they don't take this underdog team serious enough. So what happens next? What challenges do they overcome? Do they win the trophy? That's the crux of the story. The vibe of this F1 is very similar to a Kosinski earlier film, Top Gun Maverick, from the same director. In that movie, they call back in an older guy to teach the newbies, and there's a tension with the younger hotshot. Same formula here. It's like Kosinski's got a signature style, or maybe that's the only thing he knows, we don't know. High stakes action with a veteran hero. In Top Gun, it's just racing through the sky. Here it's cars speeding on the track. The whole time we were thinking like, yep, this feels familiar. And another big problem I noticed in this F1 movie is this movie assumes you already know Formula 1 rules. The hero pulls off some miracle moves and they show things like red flags, but if you're new to the sport, you're left scratching your head. Like, what's the rule? What's going on? They could have explained the basics better, like how Amir Khan breaks down the wrestling rules in Dangal movie, so everyone gets it. That's why the Dangal's climax hits you so hard. You understand the stakes. If they had done that here, it would have made the races even more thrilling for first-timers. Do we need to memorize all of Formula 1's rulebook to enjoy the movie? While watching this trailer, the F1 trailer probably reminded you of Ford versus Ferrari, just like me. An epic racing film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's a must watch. F1 borrows a lot from it, and that's okay. Sports drama often shares similar beats, but while Ford vs Ferrari hooked us emotionally with its tight screenplay, sharp dialogues, and iconic scenes. For example, like why Ford even entered the racing division, the owner crying over his dad, missing that he never saw this beautiful little machine, or the intense Le Mans track explanation, the climax scenes, all were beautiful. F1 doesn't quite hit that level. It's only maybe half as impactful. Those emotional moments from Ford versus Ferrari had us glued. Here, they fall a bit flat. Also, another problem, F1 tries to set up a villain, but it doesn't work. By the end of the movie, you even forget that villain even existed. That said, the movie's production is top-notch. The sound design is impeccable, very nice. And the visuals will make you feel you're like right there. Whether they are racing, designing cars, or just talking strategy in the garage, it's kind of a film that shines in a theater, especially in IMAX. You'll feel every rev of the engine in IMAX. And these car racing movies have a huge fan base, and that's why the F1 is getting this kind of a buzz. But if you're into racing films, don't sleep on Gran Turismo from a couple of years ago, an underrated gem. And go back to Speed Racer from 15 years ago. It's quirky, but fun if you love the genre. Overall, this F1 movie could have been much better movie, gripping scenes, a stronger emotional pull for why the hero needs to win, and more compelling villain. The heroine's portion feels a bit unnecessary and could have been trimmed or even removed for that. It doesn't matter. It was kind of unnecessary. If they could have nailed on these items, this F1 could have been on par with Ford versus Ferrari. But still, it's a solid one-time watch. If you're going to splurge on an IMAX ticket, don't stress about that extra $200-300 bucks. The movie production quality deserves it. And FYI, it's been released in all major Indian languages. You can check in your language if that's your vibe. And so that's all for the F1 movie. I'll see you soon in another review video like this. Peace out.